Good Wednesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to what's making news, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And boy, it looks deceiving today as we look down through Navarre Coulee and a beautiful shot of the highway there leading, of course, to Chelan or else back out onto Highway 97. But it looks beautiful with that blue sky. But I'll tell you, the temperatures along with some windy conditions at times, biting cold out there. And we've got some snow coming our way tonight and once again overnight, maybe into Thursday morning. Could affect your morning commute tomorrow. It looks like the heavier amounts will stay in the Cascades. That's just one of two snowstorms headed our direction. And we'll talk much more weather coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Grant County law enforcement reportedly seized about 32 pounds of methamphetamine, 25,000 fentanyl pills, and $50,000 in cash in a raid on a Mattawa home last Thursday. A semi that the Washington State Patrol says was being driven too fast for conditions lost control on Snoqualmie Pass yesterday morning and crashed into three other semis. Douglas County prosecutors have withdrawn one charge of third-degree child rape against a former Eastmont High School soccer coach. And an East Wenatchee massage therapist license is in jeopardy after he allegedly touched the breasts of three clients without their consent. But first, our top story tonight. Police responded to a report of a dead body found late yesterday afternoon in Quincy and are treating the man's death as suspicious. The Quincy Police Department said the body of the adult Hispanic man was found in the 300 block of H Street southeast. Police said there are no obvious indications of what caused the man's death, and the Grant County coroner will be doing an autopsy. The department added that it appears to be an isolated incident with no safety concerns for the general public. Grant County law enforcement reported seizing about 32 pounds of methamphetamine, 25,000 fentanyl pills, and $50,000 in cash in a raid on a Mattawa home last Thursday. Deputy Kyle Foreman of the Grant County Sheriff's Office said the county's Interagency Narcotics Enforcement Team, or INET, served a search warrant at 202 North Boundary Avenue and reported finding the drugs with an estimated street value of more than $2 million. 42-year-old Rigoberto Tapia was arrested for possession of controlled substances with intent to deliver. In addition, the charges are eligible for enhancement because the home was within 1,000 feet of Wahluke High School. Well, in other news, a semi that the Washington State Patrol says was being driven too fast for conditions lost control on Snoqualmie Pass Tuesday morning and crashed into three other semis that were on the side of the roadway being chained up. Trooper John Bryant said a man who was chaining up his rig suffered minor injuries while jumping out of the way of the oncoming semi, and both he and the driver of the causing semi were transported to the hospital with minor injuries. Bryant said the cab on the causing semi was twisted 90 degrees. It was one of several collisions and spinouts on the pass yesterday morning that led to the 2-hour closure of westbound I-90. This morning, the pass was blocked again after a jackknife semi blocked all westbound lanes near Easton. Douglas County prosecutors have withdrawn one charge of third-degree child rape against a former Eastmont High School soccer coach, but Christian Florencio Barboza still faces 4 identical charges in both Douglas and Chelan County when he goes to trial next year. Barboza, who's 39, coached women's soccer at Eastmont from 2005 to 2007. During that period, sheriff's deputies say he had sex multiple times with one of the teenage players in his care. Authorities say the alleged rapes were carried out in both Wenatchee and East Wenatchee. Barboza has been free on bond and awaiting trial since his arrest in October of 2020. An East Wenatchee massage therapist license is in jeopardy after he allegedly touched the breasts of 3 clients without their consent. The State Department of Health charged Boshi Wong last month with 3 instances of alleged unprofessional conduct. Clients complained that at their appointments between June of 2020 and April of this year, Wong massaged their breasts without permission or a therapeutic reason to do so. The department says he has 20 days to respond to the allegations in writing to begin a settlement process. Wong has not been charged with criminal wrongdoing. Coming up next, a probe of the Grant County Sheriff's brother, Chief Deputy, cleared him of alleged abuse of payroll. Chelan County's Community Development Director has resigned. And a seat on the Eastern Washington State Fish and Wildlife Commission remains unfilled. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
What's the best way to attract a wide variety of beautiful birds to your backyard? By offering the birds the right foods in expertly designed bird feeders from Wild Birds Unlimited. Whether you've been feeding the birds for a while or are just getting started, let our backyard bird feeding specialists show you how to add a little joy to your life and make nature a part of every day. Shop now for exclusive bird foods, feeders, hardware, and more. Wild Birds Unlimited. Products designed by experts. Trusted local advice.
Dr. Wayne Latimer's Chiropractic and Integrative Multicare specializes in all level of injury care. If you've been injured in an auto accident, on the job, have a sports injury, or a simple fall, call today for a free consultation. They offer a combined multi-care approach with medical, chiropractic, physical therapy, massage, and acupuncture. For relief from long-standing injuries to basic solutions for the weekend warrior, Latimer's Chiropractic Integrative Multicare is one stop, one location.
Mary Maids of Wenatchee has been professionally cleaning and sanitizing homes and businesses in north central Washington since 1998. Mary Maids uses commercial-grade cleaners and viricides. Mary Maids has implemented additional safety and sanitation protocols. They are strictly following CDC guidelines for the safety of their clients and employees. For expert help with cleaning and sanitizing your home or business, call or look up Mary Maids of Wenatchee to schedule your free estimate today. Connect with us on Networked as we introduce you to the people and organizations who are leading innovation in the region. Join us each week as the NCW Tech Alliance team networks with individuals driving change in technology, entrepreneurship, and STEM education. Their nonprofit mission is to connect people and technology resources to create a thriving community. Get inspired, engaged, and networked right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Welcome back. In another news, an outside investigation finds the Grant County Sheriff's Chief Deputy, who's also the brother of Sheriff Tom Jones, committed no wrongdoing related to payroll and timekeeping. Wenatchee Police Captain Edgar Reinfeld investigated complaints of discrepancies in leave time taken by Chief Deputy Ken Jones while working outside private security jobs. Sheriff Jones says Reinfeld's report found weaknesses in the time card and record-keeping system for exempt employees, but no evidence that Ken Jones abused that system. The sheriff says he'll implement internal changes based on the report going forward. Chelan County's Director of Community Development is moving on. Jim Brown announced Monday he would resign the executive post at the county's Zoning and Planning Department effective January 31st. In his resignation letter, he cited a worsening relationship with one of the county's 3 elected commissioners, although he did not say which one. Brown took over community development in April of 2020 after years of high turnover and heavy public criticism. He helped the county reorganize the department and develop a much-needed regulatory code for the growing short-term rental industry. Brown says he'll take a new post at the State Department of Fish and Wildlife, where he worked for more than 20 years before taking the Chelan County job. Commissioners plan to begin the new search for a new director next week. Eastern Washington ends the year with one of its seats unfilled on the state's Fish and Wildlife Commission. The region east of the Cascades is entitled to 3 out of the 9 commissioners who set policy for the Department of Fish and Wildlife. Since January, only 2 commissioners have represented the east side, including Molly Linville of Douglas County. In mid-December, 7 outdoor groups, including the Wenatchee Sportsmen's Association, wrote to Governor Jay Inslee saying the unfilled seat has created a lack of representation for Eastern Washington, especially for its fishing and hunting interests. The governor's office says the selection process will get back underway in early 2022. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
Winter is a great time to trade in your current hot tub. Turn your old hot tub into money with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa's trade-in program. You can save $500 to $1,000 off of any new artesian spa or take advantage of a free Bluetooth music experience. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa recommends draining your hot tub every 3 months. Ask us about our drain and refill special. Stop on by Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa today.
When it comes to finding a memory care community, you want the very best. You want to know that your loved one is safe and receiving compassionate care in a loving environment. Fieldstone Memory Care is an innovative assisted living community designed for those with Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's disease. You'll find a community specifically designed to enrich residents' lives. The Fieldstone team is here to help you navigate the important decisions you face when a loved one has dementia or Alzheimer's. Welcome home to Fieldstone.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community.
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing it in the radio or seeing it in the newspaper. I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there. I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. The Numerica Performing Arts Center in Wenatchee is excited about the lineup of talent they've booked for the upcoming Cold Winter Nights comedy series. In tonight's feature story, PAC Executive Director J. Woody Lott spoke with Wake Up Wenatchee Valley's Dan Kuntz about the acts.
First, we wanted a diverse set of comedians, and so we're kicking it off with Filipino comedian Andrew Oroflo. And he is absolutely phenomenal and really great. And he'll be here on January 29th, one night only, one show only, and it's going to be awesome. And I got to experience our first Cold Winter Night show of the year with Todd Barry. And we put a stage on the stage, and which is great. And Andrew's just absolutely hilarious, and he has a top knot bun, and so he calls himself America's top knot comedian, and so it's pretty great. And then in March on 11th and 12th, we're doing 2 individual shows. Kyle Kinane, which is one of the country's biggest comedians, is coming here to Wenatchee.
Which is why you're going to have him for 2 nights.
That's why we're having him for 2 nights. Yep. So Friday, March 11th, and Saturday, March 12th. It's going to be awesome. And then we're ending the year on March 26th with Jay Jordan. And Jay is absolutely hilarious. He's been on Comedy Central, Late Night with Stephen Colbert.
I YouTubed him a couple of days ago. He's funny.
He's really funny.
Let's take a look now at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Wednesday was a good one. And as I mentioned at the top of the newscast, how beautiful is this? Boy, looks can be deceiving with that little bit of a breeze. If you were out in the open and that cold, frigid air, it was chilly out there. But boy, what a beautiful shot from our Wenatchee Heights Sky-Fi Tower camera. We call it the cross camera. Unofficially today, boy, we're going up this week, but we're going up slowly. 13 unofficially today. 10 was our high on Monday. Tuesday, our high temperature was 11, 13 today. That's still well below 32 where we should be for this time of year. Our record high, 53 degrees. That was set back in 1997. 10 was our low. So boy, we didn't go up much all day today, did we? 23 is our normal low. And look at this, the second coldest reading ever in Wenatchee. And that was in 1968 at 20 below. How about this fact today? 13 was our high, but exactly 6 months ago on June 29th, we were 115 degrees. That's 102 degrees warmer than we are today. So wow, what a temperature difference. Trace of precipitation, another skiff of snow on those windshields overnight, about 9.8 inches of snow now for the winter season. 7:48 is when the sun came up this morning. Sun set this afternoon at 4:18. Let's take a look now at how your Thursday temperatures shake out. And unfortunately, I wish I could tell you it's going to be warmer. I think it could be a little snowy though as you make that early morning commute. And then by afternoon, about 18 in Moses Lake and Ephrata, also 17 in the Quincy area. A little cooler back to the west, 16 for Wenatchee, only 10 up in Lake Wenatchee, and the Omak, Okanagan, and Tonasket areas you will top out tomorrow at 14. Let's take you through the next 6.5 days now and show you what we can expect. And we're expecting a big storm on Sunday night. Mostly cloudy tonight. Low temperatures will be in the mid-teens, so we'll see some of the cloudiness. That's from this area of low pressure right here that will move down tonight. And yeah, this is our morning commute tomorrow at 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. A 60% chance of mainly morning snow. Most of that will slide to the south during our day tomorrow with high temperatures still frigid, only in the mid-teens. As we get you into New Year's Eve day on Friday, we'll see partly cloudy skies. 3 areas of high pressure. That'll keep that cold air moving down to the south. High temperatures still only in the upper teens, and by midnight we're talking single digits. For New Year's Day, we're going to stay the same, cloudy and cold with highs near 20. And here comes that monster of a storm as we get you into Sunday. That's when we'll really start to feel the effects of that. We're talking cloudy skies. Look, this is one of the biggest low pressure systems that I have seen in a long time as it continues to move up into Washington. A 70% chance of snow. This is about 11 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock. And as we get into midnight or so, that'll move in. And let's take a close-up look now on Monday. This is 8 a.m. as you make your morning commute. And keep in mind, we're going to see snow just about throughout the day. This is 3 p.m. on Monday. And then this gold and red colors, heavy precipitation. And that's what we could expect by Monday night. As we get you into Tuesday, there's still going to be some leftover snow in the morning, so it could be a little ugly for that commute Tuesday too. Cloudy skies in the afternoon, but the good news out of all this, a little bit warmer. We're going to see high temperatures Tuesday in the low 30s. Take a look now at that 7-day forecast. We can expect 8 degrees overnight again tonight, so a couple more days of that frigid weather. That includes Thursday and Friday, 19 for New Year's Eve day. Once again, if you're out and about at midnight on New Year's Eve, you're looking at about 8 to 9 degrees. For New Year's Day, the slow warm-up begins, cloudy and cold and 21. For Sunday, quiet for the most part during the day, but then that giant storm moves in Sunday night, 26 our high. Get ready for an all-day snow event on Monday where I think we could see about 2 to 4 inches of accumulated snow by late Monday night. More snow in the morning on Tuesday, but a little bit warmer. We'll see high temperatures then of 32 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Somewhere behind these doors is a family member, often alone, taking care of a loved one with Alzheimer's or some other disability, or providing care for a loved one who is not ill but only aging and no longer able to care for themselves. In the field of caregiving, this is the home front. For the home is where most Americans will live out their last days. Contact Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington for a variety of services, including caregiving, meals, and medication help.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community.
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing it in the radio or seeing it in the newspaper, I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there.
I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
Happy Wednesday, sports fans. Eric Granstrom taking the day off. Dan Coons filling in for Eric. The Wenatchee Panthers won their first game of the T-Town Throwdown. It's in Tacoma, all those T's. They knocked off Foss yesterday, and we have highlights from that activity at Wilson High School in beautiful Tacoma, Washington. So here we go. Wenatchee trailed by 3. That's Trent Goodell. He made the first free throw, and it looks to us anyway that he purposely misses the second free throw, and it worked out good because, as you'll see, Kai Bromley came up with the rebound. He dribbled. He fired back underneath. Boom. The game is tied, and that forced overtime at 76 apiece. As you can see, the long shot from Foss at half court to win the game at the end of regulation, no good. So to overtime we go. Brandon works it into Camden Lloydhammer for 2. It's good. Then another nice feed to Camden Lloydhammer, who is a scoring machine, and boom, the Panthers are up by 4. And then they start running away with it. As you can see, that's Burleson with the drive and the left-handed floater for the bucket. And then finally the drive by Goodell. He passes it to Bromley for the bucket. Boom, and that was it. Wenatchee goes on for the 86-78 win over Foss. Wenatchee took on Newport today. We don't have the final yet. That's at 2 o'clock. Eastmont plays their first game, by the way, at the Tacoma tournament at 3:45 against the host team, Silas High School. Other boys basketball on Tuesday. Let's look at the scoreboard from our friends at Les Schwab. Take a look. How did your schools do? Well, Republic won. They pounded Pateros, Okanagan, got by Deer Park. At the Chelan Holiday Tournament, Omak over Elmira, Cooley, Heartline, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and Freeman down at Libertyville. At the Cascade Hoops Classic in Leavenworth, the winners, Vashon Island over Highland, Manson Mauled Cascade. At the Wilbur Ellis Sundome Shootout, Zilla beat Brewster yesterday, Quincy edged Wapato. All of these are boys scores, by the way, and Ephrata got by Lakewood. To the schedule today, Cascade and Highland tip things off at 12:30. We don't have a final on that yet. That was followed by Manson and Vashon Island at 3:30. Ephrata plays Royal in the Sundome at 1:30. Again, don't have that score. While Brewster takes on Lakewood, Ellensburg and Clay Ellen play this afternoon at 4:30. Also today, Chelan hosts Deer Park at 3 o'clock. Ephrata plays at WF West at 4:30. Cashmere's at West Valley in Spokane, but they'll take on Pullman at 6:30 tonight. At 7:30, you got Pateros at Bridgeport. Girls basketball from yesterday. 3 games for the Moses Lake girls basketball mixer. Eisenhower Downing Central Valley. G-Prep over Sunnyside. Meade beat the host team and beat them rather handily. Coming up today, Ike and G-Prep got going at 3:30. Sunnyside and Meade tip it up just a couple of minutes ago, and Central Valley and Moses Lake will play tonight at 6:30. In Leavenworth, at the Cascade Hoops Classic, Wapato, the gateway to Yakima, beat Highland and beat them easily. Manson stopped Cascade at the Wilbur Ellis Sundome Shootout in girls basketball. Ellensburg beat Zilla. Tenino topped Quincy. In other action, Kamiakin over Eastmont. Pateros beat Republic. Okanagan topped Deer Park in Chelan. It was Omak over Elmira, Cooley, Hotline, Simon and Garfunkel. Freeman rang Libertyville. Chelan defended its home court with a win over Napavine. The schedule today, Cascade played Highland this morning at 11. That was followed by Manson and Wapato at 2 o'clock. Down in Yakima, they're playing right now, Ellensburg and Mount Spokane. In Chelan, it's Okanagan taking on Napavine at noon. Again, we don't have that score. Chelan will follow against Deer Park at 1:30. Cashmere played at West Valley at Spokane. They're just underway now. Pateros and Bridgeport at 6 o'clock. And Friday and East Valley at 6:30. 'Tis the season for wrestling tournaments. Cascade, Cashmere, Ellensburg, Wenatchee, they're all in Eastmont for the annual Cat Classic. They got going at 9:30 this morning. Number 4, Gonzaga, got balanced scoring and no problems. They beat South Alabama last night in the Kennel. The final was 93-63. DJ Swather led 5 players in double figures. He had 15 points. Highlights courtesy of Gonzaga Athletics. Five Bulldog players scored in double figures, and that means the Bulldogs are both talented and deep. Mark Few explains.
That's kind of who we are, right? I mean, I don't, obviously Drew scores it really easy, but they were covering down on him. And so, I mean, I think we can put, 8 or 9 guys out there that are capable of hitting double figures if they're out there for any significant amount of time. And I thought the best thing we did tonight was took great care of the ball. I mean, that team actually turns people over a lot and has a high steal percentage, and especially that first group, or the top 7-8 guys did a really nice job at taking care of the ball.
One notable college basketball game, the Huskies and the Cougars will do battle in Pullman tonight at 8 o'clock. You can watch it on ESPNU. I can't. I don't have it. And those are just some of the games that people are playing on this Wednesday. Grant, back to you.
Nice job, Dan. Thank you very much. And now let's go right back to Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thanks, Grant. Tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, my guest will be J. Woody Lotz, the executive director of the Numerica Performing Arts Center. They got a lot of really great, unique, and entertaining shows coming to the pack. In January, February, and March, we'll get a preview of some of the great entertainment coming to one of the crown jewels of the Wenatchee Valley, the Numerica Performing Arts Center, with Woody. He'll be joining me tomorrow. We'll have that weather forecast. We'll have lots of high school sports results and whatever else happens to pop into my addled little brain. It's early in the morning. You get used to it. All right, Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We're live and local tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. right here from Studio 3. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dan. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
Connect with us on Networked as we introduce you to the people and organizations who are leading innovation in the region. Get inspired, engaged, and networked right here on the NCW Life channel.
Counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5, into the... High school sports is back, and NCW Life Channel's got you covered. Tune in for football, girls soccer, and volleyball right here. Thanks to our sponsors, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Rivercom 911, and Sangster Motors. Follow all the action of high school sports on your local TV station the NCWLIFE channel,